Hey guys, in this video, I just wanted to share with you how I put together our geography unit. So if you want to see this, stick around. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom of 5, and I like to do videos on homeschool, motherhood, organization, and DIY. So if you like that kind of content, consider subscribing below, and don't forget to hit that bell button so that you're notified every single time I upload a video. I try to put out videos at least once a week, but some weeks I do a bonus video and I actually put out 2 videos a week. Be sure that you're subscribed if you like this kind of content. If you have seen my video on our homeschool journey, you would know that we used My Father's World. And I really liked it when we were using it, and the grace of God was there for the curriculum at the time. But then I just realized many things after it that, having so many little tiny kids and toddlers and babies, it just wasn't realistic for my family to continue to use it. But one thing that I absolutely loved about My Father's World is I was able to see how they piece things together. Through this, I was able to make my own geography unit. We did the 2nd grade year where it was like the US history one, and we absolutely loved it. And I really, really wanted to do the next one, which was exploring countries and cultures. What I did instead was I just looked at the materials on their site, and I picked the ones that I really were more interested in, and I ended up purchasing them used actually on thriftbook.com. So I got them for a fraction of the cost, and I didn't have to buy a $500 kit to just get what I wanted. And then I checked out some books from the library too. So I just kind of wanted to show you how I pieced this together. So I did do a whole video on what we're using for geography, but this I'm gonna go more in depth. I'm gonna show you how I'm planning out each section that I'm doing. I first went and picked out all the books that I wanted to do, and then I went through each book and I kind of figured out how I was going to do this. We are gonna explore one continent at a time. So the first continent we're gonna focus on is North America. And this is how I planned it out so far. I'm kind of like going with the flow, planning as I go. And I'm doing this because I'm not gonna write up a whole bunch of plans and then they all fall through. If you haven't seen my video on why I don't do schedules, but I do routines, I'll link it in the iCards. But yeah, so I plan maybe a week ahead, and that's about it. And I really only plan my geography out. Everything else I don't even plan. It's just kind of like an open and go thing. What I do is I lay out all of my material. So then I have a notebook and I just write everything down. And this is what I wrote. I just wrote, North America. I hope you can see that. So I wrote North America, and then I wrote United States. This is what we're gonna focus on first. So I wrote passport right here because I have these little passports that I made my kids, and then I have this little printable, and it has like little stamps that I'm gonna let my kids color and then cut out, and then they can glue it into their passport each one we go to. So the reason I put the passport on there is because the United States is on here, right here. So then I know that I have a stamp for that one that we can add into our passport book. So then I wrote out some of the books that we are going to be using. And one of them is this Children Just Like Me book. This is so adorable. I love this book. And then I went and I had gotten these little flags. They have them at the Dollar Tree and they work so great. But they came in I think 7 different colors. And what I did is I tagged all of the ones for North America in this red one. For instance, we have North America right here, and then these are all the pages for North America. After I found the pages that I was going to use in that book, I wrote them down. So I wrote, North America, and then I wrote the abbreviation for that Children Just Like Me, pages 9 through 13. And then I did that with all the other books that we're using, which you can go check out my video on what we're using for geography if you want to see that. Then we are going to be eating around the world. In the book it tells you what the kids' favorite like food is. So I wrote that, a couple of them down, and then we're just gonna be doing, we do Tea Time Tuesday every Tuesday. We were doing poetry tea time, which I learned from the Brave writer, but then I kind of took it and made it fit for my family. We did some poetry, but I like just reading aloud to them. But now I decided that instead of our read aloud, we are going to be eating around the world that day. So we're gonna make some tea, and we're gonna, or my kids usually, I make them hot chocolate. And then we're going to be making a dish, and we're going to eat it during our Tea Time Tuesday. Then I made these notebooks for my kids. So we already went through and learned all the continents. Now we're gonna go through each continent and do like a stop there and just learn about it. And then when we're done learning about that, we'll go on to the next place in that continent. So we're doing the United States first. So in this, I found this free printable online, and this is just some mapping of the United States that we're going to do on the day that we do Tea Time Tuesday. Well, this is what I'm planning. We'll see if it works out that way. Then I have this page of the United States flag that they can color. And I also have this paper in here of the Grand Canyon. So that's what we're going to be doing for our notebooking for the United States. And then here are just like books that we've checked out from the library that I'm going to incorporate too. So I wrote, first what I did is I just wrote all the things down, marked off all the pages we're going to be using, and then this is how I planned it out. I had found this free printable calendar on, I don't even know, what is this? livinglifeandlearning.com. And then I just took each section and wrote out what we're going to do for geography that day. We don't do school on Fridays, so we're just Monday through Thursday. But I just wrote out all the things that we're doing on that day, what pages on what we're going to be learning. So that's pretty much how I planned out my own unit. And then, like I said, I'll be doing that for the next thing. Like when we do Canada, I'll probably check out a ton of books in the library, and then go through which ones I like and which ones I don't like, bring back the ones I don't really like and which ones we're not going to use. And then yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. But I do incorporate things from the library, so it doesn't have to be expensive. I kind of just wanted to share this with people to show you that you can really make your own unit, and it's really not that hard. So first I got the books, then, and this is one of the books, and it's filled with like geography pages. And so I got some stuff off there. I got some free printables. I made my own notebook, and then from there I wrote everything down of that section of the continent that we're going to be studying, and then I laid it out on a calendar. And like I said, I've only planned out a week so far. I'll probably just continue to do this, and then slowly every week write in what we're going to do that week for that place on the continent that we're learning. So that's kind of how I planned out our geography unit. And I really just wanted to make this video just to show people how you can just throw a couple books together and make your own little unit up. If you are a homeschooler and you have made your own units or put together your own kind of curriculum, comment down below and let me know what types of things have you come up with, and maybe share your resources. I don't know it all, and I just love to learn so much from other people. So if you have anything that worked for you in your homeschool journey to create units and stuff, please just leave a comment down below. I would really love to know. I love to listen to other people's ideas, and then we can just kind of grow from them. I think it's so cool as homeschoolers that you don't have to do what everyone else is doing, but you can like take bits and pieces from what someone else might do that part of it might work for your homeschool, and you just incorporate it in your own way. I don't know, homeschooling is so fun. I just love it so much. I could talk about it all day. I hope you like this video, and if you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you like content like this, consider subscribing below, and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you're notified every single time I upload a video. All right guys, have a blessed day. Little printable right here. Oops, that's upside down.